Everton certainly more mindful of their domestic difficulties than their European exit. Tired of being told that their last Premiership win was way back in August. One or two players slipping as they go out to try and halt a slide down the league table. The two clubs which took the major honours last season. Well, 3 points for either will seem a big prize today. It's Everton against Blackburn Rovers. It's live for you after the break.
Afternoon, it's Goodison Park on a Super Sunday. Everton against Blackburn Rovers. We've live football over the next 3 days as well here on Sky Sports. Tomorrow, the Monday night football. Can Wimbledon end Nottingham Forest's lengthy unbeaten run? 7 o'clock, of course. And on Tuesday night, from Scotland, it's Motherwell against Hearts. Again, a 7 o'clock start. Let's join our commentators here, Andy Gray and Martin Tyler.
Alan Wilkie is the referee. Blackburn to kick off. Everton with a poor run of results in the Premiership, mostly against the top clubs in the country. Except against Newcastle, their defeats have been narrow ones, but they do need to get going again. For Blackburn, they look to have recovered their edge at Ewood Park, but after 10 wins on their travels in their championship season, they've taken only one away point since mid-April. And that was Alan Shearer's last gasp equaliser recently at West Ham. One thing Blackburn will expect will be an Everton side to be quick off the blocks here. Of course, it was Blackburn who were so smart in their starting on their last visit when Chris Sutton scored after 13 seconds. Sutton, a substitute, and for the moment a spectator today. Bohina. Sherwood, off goes Shearer. Craig Short, who has recovered from that crunching Ronald Koeman tackle on Thursday that Short quite understandably retaliated against and was sent off in Holland. Newell. Here's Henning Berg. Ripley. John Edwell, who made the mistake that was so costly in the midweek game. It hasn't cost him his place in the team.
David Batty's an interesting one even early on. When they lose the ball, he's just doing and going where you see him now, just on that left side, just to block things off. But when they get possession, Blackburn, he's just been free to roam all over the place. He was over on this right side, down the middle, and that might be his role today, to just shut it up down that left side when we haven't got the ball. But when we have got the ball, don't stay there. You're far more useful inside.
Isn't that amazing? 11 different players in some 30 games being given that job. Okay, quiz question for you to name all 11.
Pass.
The difficult one is Richard Vichka, who of course came briefly to Blackburn on loan at the end of last season. Here's Newell from Ripley's touch on. Batty with a license to move in. The left has got straight into the penalty area, which hasn't always been his forte, but the cross didn't arrive. Berg picking out Newell with the throw and losing his footing. Everett. Well, that was overshot, and the linesman, who had plenty of time to assess the situation. Mark Warren did put the flag up, and it was indeed very close.
Well, we're right above this, right above it. We've probably got as good a view of this as the linesman had. I didn't think he was offside. But that's a very tempting area for Everton to look. If Blackburn push up that high and that angled ball to Kanchelskis, well, you think he'd look for that all day.
Bohinen. Batty. And to side put it forward for Newell. Bohinen gets it back. Ripley, having come in, there's nothing to his right. Berg. With the sort of purpose that Everton need today. Limpar, still a great favourite here, although for family reasons he says he wants to leave the club. He's been fouled by Berg, and Everton have a free kick, which is the signal for Watson and Short to come forward.
That's clumsy, isn't it, from Henningberg? That's about all you can say about that tackle.
Played short by Everton. Limpar can't get it into the penalty area. And Shearer saw to that. Limpar again. Hamlin. Stewart back up front today. Very powerfully away by Hendry, but he's hurt himself only momentarily. Well, a season which started in the sunshine and the spotlight of the Charity Shield in August has brought rather unexpected difficulties for both clubs so far. Everton, of course, won at Wembley. It's a match of narrow margins. Flowers finally beaten by Vinnie Samways, who's on Everton's injury list at the moment. Ripley.
We talked about the adventurous setup that Joe Royal's got here. He's almost going 4-2-4 in the opening part of this game. Kanchelskis and Limpar really pushing up level with the front two. I think the rest of them then, it's a high pressure game. As soon as anyone in a red shirt gets the ball, there's a blue shirt in his face, trying to put him under pressure, make him make a mistake.
Sherwood. Watson stopping it, getting to Shearer.
Knocked in.
It's Blackburn's 20th game already this season, Everton's 19th. Playing so often hasn't given the management much time to work on solving problems at the respective training grounds. Very busy schedule. And Kanchelskis, of course, has missed the majority of it from Everton's point of view. Is he offside here? He is. That protracted transfer from Manchester United, and then, of course, against United, the damaged shoulder.
I think this one is a little bit more clear-cut. Not there, but this one here. Stewart just trying to edge it through, and about a yard offside.
Reach Batty. It's dispossessed by Ebrel. They're in front of Rideout. Rideout gets it back. Kanchelskis. Ebrel. Well, if that was aimed for Matt Jackson, it was well away from its intended target. The raiding right back had set off manfully, but had no chance of collecting the pass. Well, there's been so much transfer speculation involving both these clubs. Always the way when the results aren't what are expected. Certainly Joe Royal has told us that he was in the bidding for David Hurst. And Everton withdrew their interest in the Sheffield Wednesday striker. There's some talk that Matt Jackson was going to be involved in that move, a former David Peake player at Luton in the past.
Right.
Bohinen has played against Everton before this season, a match we brought you on Sky Sports, when Nottingham Forest beat them 3-2 at the City Ground. Limpar. It's Bohinen again. Batty. Had to battle for it. There's a lot of battling going on. Everton will want to contribute plenty to that side of the contest. It's Kanchelskis. It's opened up for him. Strong surge through the centre.
Two good runs from the front two as well, just to open it up, help Kanchelskis a little bit. First ride out, comes across the screen, making an angled run. There he goes. And now he's looking for a bit more space. Cross comes Stewart, just to open it up a little bit for Kanchelskis. Rather choked his shot a little. So that typical of, I think, the type of game Everton want, to put them really under pressure, win the ball, and then spring quickly.
Shearer. Thoughts tackle. Here's Ablett. Wide out coming a lot of ground and had to put the brakes on because Hendry pushed up to trap him offside, had the ball being played forward. Limpar. Phil Parkinson. I'd be pleased to have him back today. And bone and a foot. Right out. Jackson roaring on.
He's
Given away by Pearce.
He's unlucky. The ball back to him was just a little bit fierce for him. He couldn't control it close enough to his run, really, and it allowed Pearce to come across. But promising.
There's a cry from the heart from an Everton fan in the crowd with the Free Duncan banner. Going, of course, to Duncan Ferguson. Trying to get free on the pitch was Shearer, and he was fouled by Watson, and Alan Wilkie has produced his book, and with it one assumes a yellow card.
Yeah, just a little late, Dave. I don't think he can have any arguments about being booked for that tackle.
Caution for the captain. The Blackburn skipper Tim Sherwood to take the free kick. Bohinen certainly wanting to get the ball. Maybe he was well advised to go for a short one then.
I don't suppose the Blackburn bench should be too happy with that. They got a free kick in a good area and really just gave possession away.
Here's Craig Short, who had the opportunity to join Blackburn some 3 years ago, but opted to go to Derby County instead.
Wide.
Ebrel. Sherwood's tackle. Jackson. Well, it's understandably tense. We've emphasised often enough already Everton's need for a good result. Blackburn have been getting better, but that's mostly been at home. Still, you sense unsure of quite what to expect from themselves on their travels in the Premiership. Ray Harford sending out some signals there. Over right out and Hendry. Stewart, who scored against Blackburn here last season. Parkinson. Cleanly dispossessed by Ian Pearce. Here's Gary Ablett. Anticipation by Bohinen. Just clipped, maybe not intentionally by Limpar, but it was enough to put Bohinen off. Kanchelskis trying to supply from the right. Hendry clears, it's a throw to Everton. Suggesting a long throw. Dave Watson's made a dart into the penalty area. Too high for him. Ebrel has filled in at the back responsibly. Ablett. That was a little risky by Henningberg. Everton Still had players in there alongside Ian Pearce. Ripley. Happy to get it forward and out of harm's way. Shearer getting in front of Short and on for Sherwood. Can't quite reach it, but promising for Blackburn Rovers.
Yeah, they got in there rather easy, Alan Shearer. Thought Craig Short was just going to clear this out. They get Ablett forward, and that's the area they like to play the ball into. And they're a little bit fortunate. That's just got a little bit too much pace on it for Tim Sherwood.
Sherwood trying to press Parkinson. Kept going well. Ripley closing down Ablett. He's been in and out of the side recently. Trying to get there, Berg got it away. Batty, airball tackle. Lots of little incidents like that so far, but this is Bohinen trying to take the shot early as he was challenged, claiming a corner. He's not going to get one.
That was a great run from him though. Super run, spotted the little gap in between the two centre-backs. And Kenneth spots him and plays a great ball through. And I think he's a little bit fortunate, or unfortunate, it was bouncing so high. I think he would have liked that to have come down a little bit earlier.
Something different from Blackburn from the centre of midfield?
I think so. I think that's the major difference in his signing, is that ability to do that. Tim Sherwood will do it, but I don't think it's natural for him. I think it's far natural, more natural for Lars Bohinen to make that kind of run and be comfortable when he gets in there.
Limpar. Did well against Berg. Over Stewart. It's behind Kenner and it's behind the goal line.
Well, I think Limpar and Chelsea just hold the key for Everton today. If they can get service to them, they've certainly got the ability to do this sort of thing, to skip past fullbacks, to provide ammunition like that. It's only a little high for Graham Stewart, but the idea was a good one.
Hendry. Shearer. Short's header, not too far. Parkinson going in. Ablett facing his own goal, but able to deal with the problem. Nervy start, I feel, from Henning Berg, maybe because of the presence of Limpar has given him a direct problem today. Berg has just been voted Norway's player of their season.
Again, that's unlucky. A super run from John Ebro and a great ball from Limpar. Again, maybe the surface has something to do with it. Just skips away from Ebro. Just had to check his stride. Didn't want to risk running offside, and it just got away from him a fraction.
Short, strongly against Newell. Hendry. Bohinen. David Batty. Short goes across. Back with Bohinen again. Newell trying to be neat in their build-up then. Side that was accused at times of just being too direct to be worthy winners of the championship. I don't think that's an argument that stood up really.
No.
But it wounded the Blackburn cap. It's a wonderful achievement to win the title. But like all champions, they're finding that everyone wants to beat them. They're also finding that there's much more spotlight on them week in, week out. All that takes a bit of getting used to. It's all been a part in Blackburn only really being average in this season so far. The great hopes for the title being just a springboard for achieving more silverware to bring to Ewood Park. Short. League table would look better for Blackburn if they were to win today. They'd go into the top half. Parkinson. Tim Cloud was absolutely sure that that was going wide. There was no panic from him.
Yeah, he was always in control of that, the goalkeeper. But it was good play again. This is a good ball in from Ablett. Picks out the second striker. Stewart makes the run across the face of him. And Parkinson and Eberl have shown that even though they're midfield players and we would associate ball winning as their major attribute, that they've both wanted to get forward into dangerous areas.
Well, Everton simply have got to improve their strike rate. They've been linked with so many strikers in the transfer market. Oh, there's a mistake by Kenner. Stewart going in. Flowers committed. Blackburn fortunate. Jeff Kenner got away with it.
Well, again, it's only the pace on the ball, and Stewart, well, not inability, but he just couldn't control it well enough. It really comes at him quite fiercely. Now, if he kills that better than that, it doesn't run away from him. But because it gets away from him a bit, he's on the stretch, and it allowed both Kenner and Tim Flowers to make life difficult for him. But that's a let-off for Blackburn.
Take advantage of that, at least for the moment. Limpar's there, the crowd urging right out to get it to Limpar. Parkinson. Some collective defending from Blackburn. Southall in a sprint here with Shearer. He's in the centre. Pass to Bohemian. Everton closed him quickly enough.
And quite rightly too. He hit a screamer from about that range. Was it against Chelsea recently? He really drilled a super volley in that game. It really tested Dimitri Karim, but again, it doesn't come down quick enough for him. He just managed to clear it. Dave Watson gets his head to it, but it pops up a little bit. And Watson does well. Not only did he win the header, but he was first to react and close Bohinen down. It was all a bit frantic, the opening 20 minutes of the game. I think maybe understandably so, with Everton's poor record overall and Blackburn's poor away record.
Ken. Shearer. Well, Ablett and Ripley had half an eye on each other. Everton's concern at their current situation is understandable, but their 9 points from 11 games is 3 times as many as they had at this stage last season. But no one at Goodison Park wants to go through another relegation battle. Ripley.
I think that's been typical of the opening 20 minutes. Too many passes have gone astray. The passing hasn't been of the quality you would accept from Premiership sides at the moment.
Stewart. And Chelsea right out in the centre for Everton. Parkinson on the edge of the area. Ablett. Blackburn regrouping. Stewart. Limpar. Against Bohinen. And the Norwegian connection sees off the Swede with Henning Berg there as well. Bohinen in the team. Ray Harford has been collecting new players to just change the face of Blackburn, create more competition. Billy McKinley, the Scottish international from Dundee United, played in the A-team yesterday morning to sharpen himself up. Matty Holmes in the back row on the left. Another of the new players come in this season. Of course, there's Graham Fenton from Aston Villa, whose move should be completed tomorrow. A bit of a medical hold-up. Limpar looking for Kanchelskis. Everton on the move. Stewart wants the ball rolled back to him. It's come to Graham Stewart. Everton have scored a crucial first goal halfway through the first half.
Well, I said an awful lot of their success will depend on the two wide men. Kanchelskis is threatened, He loves that area when teams push up. And didn't Anders Limpar provide him with a super ball? He's got time to push well up. And it's a great ball dropped over the back of Kenner. He does quite well here. And Everton get a little lucky. But Stewart tucks it in beautifully. Cross the goalkeeper into the far corner. But this is the move that's been threatening. The diagonal ball to Kanchelskis' pace. And they get a little bit of luck when they need it. And Graham Stewart tucks it in really nicely.
Here is Kanchelskis. Jackson. So much zest from Everton, having scored a goal. Something that they've not been doing often enough. Blackburn in an all too familiar position of being behind in an away game in the Premiership.
Well, if we thought Everton were adopting the pressure game when it was 0-0, Mark, I think that'll increase for Blackburn. Nothing like a goal to give you an extra half yard to make you that little more determined. Might be a big 10 minutes in the match we're watching now.
Ryder. And ball by the Everton striker.
I think Everton will be anxious now to keep the pace in the game, keep the tempo up.
Well, there was so much excitement around Goodison Park, Evertonians all over the world when Andrei Kanchelskis was signed. Of course, it took a long time to get him out playing after the difficulties in the deal. But to have him in the team consistently, such an attribute. He's created the goal. He's capable of scoring himself. Manchester United's leading scorer last season. He's happy here. Sherwood. Berg. Past Limpar. Bohinen. Stewart coming back. Bohinen tricking him. Shearer. Shrugged off short. Batty. Bohinen. Well, he could have set up Newell. Lars Bohinen was concentrating so much on getting his own shot away.
Thought Newell was the best option. It's always easy when you're sitting here. But again, Bohinen gets in there unmarked, makes a good run in, and Batty plays him a super pass. It was a difficult angle to really test the goalkeeper. Got a shot on target.
Everett. That's Parkinson's header. And the ball his against Sherwood. Kanchelskis. Graham Stewart. Beaten away by Flowers, right out, trying to force in the rebound off the goalkeeper.
Well, full marks for Tim Flowers, but an extra special pat in the back for Henning Berg. He really did some good defending there. Again, Kanchelskis' skill, lovely drag back, plays a great ball in. Now this is a super save, but Paul Rideout's nodding this into the net. If Henning Berg doesn't make life very difficult for him. Super defending, all round.
Everton trying to show that their starting position in the table today, 17th, is a false one, but they're better than that. Blackburn have had a good share of the ball in midfield, particularly through Bohinen. But the more difficult work for the goalkeepers has come from the man who's been beaten already once, Tim Flowers.
Now this is a really good save as well, because Stewart doesn't half hit this with some power. The hand goes up very quickly. It's a good hand on it. And he needed some help from his defenders. That's when you earn your luck as a goalkeeper.
Berg. Short. Only as far as Ripley. Shearer climbing. It's a solid header.
An excellent header. Coming away from goal as a hanging cross. He had to put the power in it himself. There's no great power in the cross. springs really well, and when you have to spring that high, it's difficult to get as much power that Alan Shearer got, but it gives us a chance to have a look at the goal from this wonderful ball. Has a little look, he knows what's required, he plays wide himself, he knows where Kanchelskis wants the ball, in front, gets his little bit of luck just there, but Stewart, well, he drives it beautifully into the corner.
Looking to show, late on Limpar. Both captains have now been in trouble.
Well, he's not happy with his fullback, Henning Bear, for some reason. We were obviously watching the replay, and that's a late tackle. It's a certain yellow card. But he was having a right go, his skipper at his fullback, Henning Bear.
Limpar escorted Evertonians hope temporarily off by Les Helm, the physio here. Everton have a free kick. Kanchelskis from very long range. Parkinson. Watson could have been construed as handball by Rideout. He was rather defending his own face. Kanchelskis. Jackson, that's a shrewd ball for Stewart.
He's made some good runs. Graham Stewart off the big centre-backs. Little angled runs that have, well, he's saying to his players, go on, I'm making these runs, can you find me? It's a good ball in again from Jackson, but it's a little angled run that causes the problems. And that looked a corner to me.
Look a corner. He likes playing up front, Stewart. Sometimes you see him in midfield. There was a school of thought at Chelsea for a time that he just wasn't physically strong enough. Yeah, I think he's proved that that's not the case, and he's got terrific movement. Limpar is back on. Jackson. Well, Matt Jackson was pressed against the touchline by David Batty. Everton would have been happy with a throw, but they're going to get a free kick. Short, and Watson in the mix there. Ian Pearce with the header. Parkinson trying to volley it back in. Steered out by Shaw. Batty turning into instant trouble in the shape of John Edward. Short. Batty, the culprit again. Not really appreciating the consoling pat from Kanchelskis either.
Yeah, he just used it as the left arm, onto the shoulder, using it, a little bit of leverage.
Limpar, and given it away, got it back. Trick Newell, and then played it too long to Rideout.
Well, that just about summed up Anders Limpar. The first part, frustrating, giving it away needlessly. But then the new Anders Limpar, a crunching tackle to win the ball back. And then a little bit of skill through the legs.
It's been a good half an hour or so for Everton. They're in no position to take anything for granted. Newell. Pearce trying to get under this, Rideout likewise. Through by Stewart. Batty. That's a wayward one from Bohinen. It was forward by Berg. Ablett will let it run. Saw the funny side of it. Coming up for you on our Monday Night Football, Nottingham Forest, 24 league games unbeaten against Wimbledon, who have lost their last 6. But Frank Clark won't be taking that one for granted, and on Tuesday from the Bells Premier Division in Scotland. Motherwell against Hearts. Live football all the way for you on Sky Sports. And certainly an intriguing battle here. With Everton leading Blackburn Rovers by a Graham Stewart goal to nil. Hendrick. Ripley in the centre. This is Bohina. Not to come across with Ripley. Stewart was giving his all to get the ball back for Everton in his own half. That type of attitude that they need in abundance. And there's more of it from Everton. Bohina has stayed down. Right out with a slip by Pearce, and Flowers called upon again. Ian Pearce tried to get to Paul Rideout but lost his footing. Rideout used the extra time to line up the shot, and Flowers saved superbly.
Yeah, John Everton did ever so well. Lars Bohinen waited and waited. It wasn't going to arrive there. He won the ball beautifully, slipped it to Rideout. I think the slip by Pearce made Paul Rideout's mind up. Comfortable save in the end from Tim Flowers.
Limpar with the corner. That's Craig Short. Might have made more of that.
So he got underneath it rather, and I don't think he needed to. He had a lot of space. You know what, Chess, he's got a lot of space. You can see the flight of the ball. He just got underneath it a bit. Another slip from Pearce.
Might just be calling from the Blackburn bench for Pearce to check his studs. Tucked in by Ripley. Newell. Dealt with by Watson. Here's Berg. Hendry. Ripley.
A lot of possession there, but not really testing. I'm not really getting the front two involved. That's not like Blackburn. They normally do like to get the front two involved as early as possible. And they haven't been able to do that in the first half. A lot of that's to do with the way that Everton have gone about the job. Credit must be given to them.
Blackburn have done the Premier double over Everton in each of the last 2 seasons. Of course, since then there's been the Charity Shield, which Everton won 1-0, and they lead 1-0 here at Goodison Park. Limpar, risky for Ripley in that area of the pitch. Stewart couldn't dig out the shot, really. And a little debate with Rideout, who wasn't very happy with his strike partner then ploughing his own furrow. Ripley. Sherwood. Newell. Sherwood. But it's all being done in a rather untidy fashion by Blackburn at the moment. Zip is coming from the home side. That half of Blackburn began promisingly, particularly when they got Bohinen on the ball. Stewart. Always an easy kick when the ball rolls across the body.
Second.
And driving across the line as Flowers had to do there, but he came up with what was required. And straightforward for goalkeepers when the ball's played back to them, as it was by Ablett to Southall. Limpar. He's away. So Berg brings him crashing to the ground, and a second booking for Blackburn. And Berg following Sherwood.
I think tackles like that can always look worse than they are when you're faced with someone with the quick feet of Anders Limpar. I mean, I think it's an honest, genuine attempt to win the ball from Berg, but Limpar's just so quick there. He manages to poke the ball away and make Berg's tackle look really clumsy.
Alan Wilkie knocking the wall back. Abbott leaves it. Limpar takes it from Shearer. Characteristically got into the line of it, but here's Parkinson. Short! Oh! Limpar, Stewart. And Jackson also denied. Blackburn were hanging on then. Stewart is down. Blackburn are counter-attacking through Ripley until Everett stops that emphatically.
Well, that was a real let-off, Martin. First Pearce with what a faint touch, but such an important one. Craig Short thinks he's going to score here. Up he goes, but look at that, it's a faint touch. And then from here, there's a right scramble as it drops. Jackson thinks he scores, but no, Henry, well, as you would expect Colin Henry to do, gets back on the line to help his goalkeeper. Well, and they eventually, somehow, they get it clear. This was a strange one. It goes and it just gets caught in the foot there, and Henning Berg's follow through. That'll be a sore one. But his eyes must have been opening Craig Short's as the cross came in.
Second goal would mean so much mentally to Everton.
I think what will help them mentally, Martin, last home game they got an early goal at Tottenham but didn't manage to get to half-time with that lead intact. I think for their own confidence, if they could get to half-time, the home side, and they're still 1 up or better, that'd be a huge confidence boost for them.
Joe Royle had been making his way down the tunnel thinking of half-time. Suddenly turned to come back because he now thinks he might have to make a substitution. Kanchelskis. Stewart still being attended to, sitting on a stretcher behind Flowers' goal. They could wait until half-time to make a decision on the scorer of the game's only goal so far. Ripley. The up-tempo mood of Everton could so easily change if Blackburn can find a goal of their own to get back into it. We're not dealing here with great depths of confidences in either camp. The results have been too unreliable for that. Stewart's back on his feet, but not yet back on the pitch. Limpar. Gary Ablett tried to lend a hand further forward on the left, but Limpar... That was rather wasted. A good opportunity. He attracted 4 Blackburn players towards the play. And again, Paul Rideout had gotten himself into a decent position in the edge of the box for anything played square. Not quite sure who he was looking or what he was looking for. Pausing, wondering for that. Graham Stewart is back on. And there's 3 minutes plus a little bit of injury time to go to half-time. Batting. Blackburn hoping to use that time profitably. Shearer. This is Sherwood.
It's all a bit narrow, Martin, when Blackburn come forward, particularly if Stuart Ripley does what he did then. When they've got decent possession, he goes in and, well, makes it claustrophobic at the edge of the box. They were looking for someone wide. You're right, they didn't have him. And we know they're not really going to have natural width on the left.
Kanchelskis. connect cleanly with his attempted cross. Shearer. This time it's Berg supporting quickly down the right. Ripley still holding a position in the middle. Berg tries to put him through here. Yes, Ray Harford, I suppose, will be pondering sooner or later on using Graham Rousseau to give them some thrust down the left. And Rousseau would love to be involved. Of course, Terry Venables has an England squad to announce on Tuesday.
I'd be tempted, I really would, to put him on. I know managers like to wait into the second half, but I think now it would give them better shape. And I'd seriously be tempted to put on Graham Rousseau right at the start of the second half.
Still getting some pain down by the ankle area on his damaged leg. I'm just concerned as to whether another bang on it might really set him back. Ray Harford asked him to play for half an hour in the Champions League against Legia Warsaw, and he was characteristically sprightly in that recent outing. Things that were happening automatically for Blackburn last season. Just like a car that needs some fine-tuning at the moment. And Chelskis is an important challenge by Pearce. Driven forward by Kenner, picking out Shearer. Bohina. Again coming deep, Miller's gone down the left. Well seen by Shaw, it was a bit obvious from Newell. Stewart. Kanchelskis, Craig Short has carried on through the centre as well. Kanchelskis goes round the outside and fires it typically, fiercely into a dangerous area.
The defenders did well. Defenders did well there, they really looked outnumbered, but Pearce does well, because he makes Kanchelskis' angle to deliver a pass to Short a difficult one. I think Kanchelskis wanted to play Short in, but Pearce held his ground really well and says, if you're going to go anywhere, you're going outside, and I'll take my chances on my goalkeeper saving it at that angle.
Stuart and Limpar, as you probably saw, were angry with Kanchelskis for going for goal, but Stuart might well have been offside. Here's Kanchelskis again. Jackson there to help, so too is Stewart. Ebrel. Well, he's certainly not a natural goal-getter himself, John Ebrel, and where others might have just turned and taken a chance with a quick shot, he was looking to lay it off. Batty. Newell. Parkinson pressing him. Alan Wilkie has used the yellow card 3 times for late tackles. I must say the players have accepted the physical side of the game very well indeed.
I think we knew it was going to be a battle in every sense of the word. And at the moment, Everton are winning that battle. They haven't quite won the war.
Limpar.
Well, it's on again if he wants to play Kanchelskis over the top.
Everton thought about it as well and decided against it. Stewart finally gets it to Kanchelskis. Blackburn have plenty of bodies around. Sherwood. Bohina. Pearce on the ball, 3 forward for Blackburn. Ripley moves to a wider front. Batty on the left. 2 right-footers down that side, Batty and Kenner. Not really the natural balance. Bohina. But the whistle is for half-time. Everton lead at Goodison Park. On a day when they feel here a victory is absolutely crucial for them. They've been sliding down the table. So far, so good. The goal halfway through the half. Limpar involved. Kanchelskis involved. Stewart the scorer. Tim Flowers has had a busy time. Is there a road back for Blackburn? We'll see in the second. Bobby Mims. Once at Everton, of course, now the Blackburn backup goalkeeper. But one positive note for Blackburn is, Andy, that they're only 1-0 down.
I think that's right. I think that incredible scare they had at the end of the first half, well, it might just prove an important part of the game.
And as Steve McManaman and Jamie Redknapp found out yesterday, the game does go 90 minutes.
Well, that team spent a lifetime doing that to others.
So you feel some justice was served at St James's Park. There is an Evertonian talking. It's 1-0 to Everton here. And Stewart providing the goal. And providing plenty of bright moments up front in the first half. Short's header. 14 is John Ebrell.
I think there would have been very different dressing rooms at half-time, Martin. Joe Royals would have been one of... That was great. Can't fault your lads. More of the same second half, and he would be well pleased. But I can't think for a minute that Ray Arthur would have been happier with his team's performance in the first half. He hasn't changed it, but I would suggest that he's had some strong words to say to his players about the way they've been playing. Just up it a bit more drive, a bit more desire, if you like, to go and create something. And the front two were virtually starved.
Limpar can't get his cross in. I'm sure they'll want to try and crack down on the Swedish international. But you mentioned desire, Andy, that's an interesting point. They climbed the mountain last season. Very difficult, but successful. To do it again takes tremendous drive. We've seen so often in great sides' inability to retain a championship. There's still plenty of room for manoeuvre for Blackburn here. But you certainly feel that they will have to improve the level of the performance that we saw in the first 45 minutes. Well, we saw Kevin Keegan make a switch at half-time. That was not in players, but in battle plan last week on our Super Sunday game. Roy Harford available from the bench. Right out. Hendrick. Blackburn certainly haven't been at their best so far. Good pressing by Ryder. Kenner has to retrieve, settles for the throw. Tim Flowers missed the England trip to Norway with a damaged elbow, so he'll be waiting with interest. The list of names to be revealed on Tuesday by Terry Venables. Short getting the better of Newell. Playing an impish trick then. Bird didn't quite buy in the end. But Everton get the throw. Stewart. O'Hegan. Now Shearer, past Parkinson, Ripley on the right with an early cross, a deep one. Now Andrew Kanchelskis certainly caught the eye in the first half, but Ripley can provide his own brand of danger from the Blackburn ride. He's certainly been more a supplier than a scorer. And he's moved into the middle as Kanchelskis tries to dispossess Bohinen. Stewart. Right out. Kanchelskis in a sprint here with Colin Hendry. Keats saw nothing wrong, although Limpar fell to the ground holding his face. the eye for Everton.
I have to say, I didn't see an awful lot wrong there myself. Just caught him, I think. There was all sorts of arms and legs going on there.
Berg. Stay in play for Shearer. Watson making sure the cross didn't reach Newell. There have been one or two early second-half raids down the right-hand side for Blackburn. Shearer responsible for that one himself. He, of course, is in the centre at the corner. Easy for Watson. Sherwood. Hendrick. Sherwood. One for Shearer to fight for. It'll come to Bohinen. Right ahead of Craig Short. Batty. Shearer. Smuggling it back to Batty. Pierce tight on Stewart. Everton looking for a way to get out of their own half. Blackburn looking for a way to at least create a chance. Bohinen. Hendrick over the top of Jackson for Bohinen. Batty. Here's Stewart on the move. Hendry kept his eye on the ball. Right out apologising to Mike Newell. He did catch him late.
Strike at the striker, that's why Mike Newell accepted it. We've had 7 minutes out of the second half, and it's been the best 7 minutes that the champions have enjoyed in the game.
Advancing touch from Alan Shearer.
They didn't have this much pressure in the whole of the first half.
And Everton will have to raise the nature of their play to keep the champions at bay. Ripley riding the challenge from Ablett. And again, it's a great run from Ripley. It's a corner.
Yeah, that was more like the Stuart Ripley of old. Good close control, shook off Ablett beautifully here. And he's off and inside, jinking in, making the space for himself, very positive.
Ripley to take the corner himself. Touched on by Pierce. Not quite into the right area for Rovers.
Wasn't a bad area though. You can do no more if you're put it at that front post and get a touch on it and help it across goal. Lack of numbers, only had two around the 6-yard box, Blackburn, and both were in the width of the goal. No one at the back post at all.
Well, half-time words from Ray Harford, whether they were harsh or not, have had some effect. Hendrick. Newell. Nicely guided back to Batty. Cannon. Bohinen. Had a scuff forward by Sherwood. Shearer making it his. Newell. Again, Everall serving the Everton cause well. Certainly on the counter-attack, Everton have a lot to offer, particularly in the wide areas. And although Blackburn will want to chase the game, have been encouraged clearly to do that. They've got to remain vigilant in their defending. It's year ago when Andrei Kanchelskis ran away at Ewood Park and scored a couple of counter-attacking goals for Manchester United in that 4-2 win, which seemed to hold such importance at the time, although the winners that day didn't win the title. Everton. See nothing really from Everton in attack in the opening 10 minutes of the second half. And their recent record certainly doesn't suggest that 1-0 will be enough. Watson. The anxiety being added to, you feel, by the crowd, who are concerned at the shape of the second half so far. At least the majority of them are. Blackburn fans will feel a bit more uplifted.
I think one of the major differences is they've kept the ball better at Blackburn. Their passing's been better. They've actually been able to link people into play.
They have a free kick. Tim Sherwood to take it. Alan Shearer to manufacture an effort at goal. His scoring touch may have deserted him for England and in Europe, but in the Premiership, his productivity remains extraordinary.
This wasn't easy. It was a real difficult chance. Not a great ball in from Tim Sherwood. It's pulled way far back. When you want people to be attacking it, every Blackburn player had to move away from the Everton goal to go and meet that ball.
Ian Pearce helping out Henning Bergdorf. Berg with a miscue. Short. Heenan reacted smartly. So too for Everton with Ablett. Sherwood. Tidy play from Everett. Untidy play from Limpar. Newell. Shearer battling with Watson. Newell on hand to help. Batty. Newell for Kenner. Hendrick. Bohinen, who's got a grace about his play that's not really been in keeping with the main shape of the match. It's all been huff and puff. Ripley. Parkinson to try and help Ablett here. Ripley takes them both on and gets past them. There's Everett again, who's been very reliable for Everton.
So frustrating that, though. Great skill from Ripley. And he just couldn't provide with a cross to match the skill.
Newell holding it up in front of Shaw. Trying to hoist it up. And Mike Newell is absolutely incensed then. He feels a grave injustice has been perpetrated in the award of a goal kick.
I think that's a fair assumption, Mark. I think the refs had a good game today. There's been a lot of tackles in this game that many referees would have been brandishing yellow cards to, but Alan Wilkie's let them get on with it. It's refreshing to see.
Henry. Well, we realised he was in a spot of trouble then. He's apologised to Limpar. The referee is concerned about a problem closer to him involving Ian Pearce.
Well, they tangled Pearson right out here, both looking at the ball, and it's a classic example of well, the arms are everywhere. I certainly think there's no intent there from Paul Rideout to inflict any sort of injury. It's just a typical challenge between a centre-forward and a centre-back going for a high ball downfield.
Well, in this match, it's a typical challenge, full stop. It's not the prettiest game of football you've ever witnessed, but it's a very important one. Joe Royal had a bit of good news yesterday in that one of his sons, Darren, made his debut in the Vauxhall Conference for Altrincham and scored down at Welling. Good news for you from the royal family. Free kick to Everton. Taken by Ablett. Rather flailing at it.
Yeah, I think the only thing you can say about that is the goalkeeper got enough on it. He came out, didn't look 100% convinced that he was going to get there. Short really does attack it, but Tim Flores makes his mind to go up and he just gets a knuckle on it. Just enough to deflect it away.
Right out. Played by Kenner. Jackson complaining about a little nudge on him from Shearer. Graham Lasso stretching and surveying the scene. Any thoughts about substitution? Have to be balanced with a brighter Blackburn so far in the second half. Will do well to remember what happened to West Ham, who felt that they were heading towards 3 points at home to Blackburn a couple of weeks ago. Alan Shearer struck late on. 1-1. Not at all as good for the home side. And it came Everton's way to Stewart. Ablett.
I think what you have to remember, I think from Everton's point of view, is the result being so important and the changes about to be made that I thought might be made at half-time, but I'm not surprised that Graham Lasso has been brought into the action. I think we have to remember it's such an important result for the home side that at 1-0 up at half-time and under a bit of pressure, they are going to err on the cautious side, I'm sure of that. And they're reluctant to throw people forward and risk losing a goal. And I think that's contributing to why we're seeing Blackburn dominating so much.
Jackson. Temple trying to get that ball in behind Kenner that was useful and effective for Everton in the first half. Temple has done extremely well again. As if he's a man with a mission today. He made that mistake against Feyenoord that allowed Reggie Blinker to get in to get the Dutch club through into the next round of the Cup Winners' Cup. Ian Pearce goes off. Graham Lasso comes on. Be Berg to centre-back, Kenner to right-back, Lasso to left-back. That's the way it's shaping up. Jackson. Right out was trying to fight for the right to make contact by the near post. It was just too strong for him. Ripley couldn't get away. Ball's a hot potato at the moment. Well, both Batty and Sherwood are still on, Andy, and Graham Lasso, rather than come on the left of midfield, has come on in his international role at left back.
Yeah, I'm not so sure whether, I don't really know whether that substitution was a tactical one or whether Pearce had to go off.
Treatment, didn't he?
Yeah.
A few minutes earlier, but he ran off.
If it's tactical, Mark, I find it a strange decision.
And so, of course, very capable of getting forward from left back. His lack of goals has been well documented. Stuart Ripley 62 matches without scoring, to be absolutely precise.
No,
Spell of over 18 months.
Everybody.
But no, I was just going to give him a bit of praise, actually, because he does work back that right-hand side very willingly. Puts a lot of energy into defending. But out-and-out goal scorers would say would be wasted. We've got to try and make our runs into the box and score goals. Baffy is offside. The linesman helped in his decision by a call or two from the crowd. We've not been too happy with the balance of the second half. It's territorially gone against Everton, but they still have that 1-0 lead. There's been no sign of treatment for Ian Pearce since he's been off.
It might just be a gamble, because if they're going to leave it as it was, and it was tactical, and Ray Halford maybe saying to Graham Solo, no matter if there's no one in front, you get forward. And what they're going to risk is if Kanchelskis doesn't track him all the way back, if he passes him on to Jackson, and Andre Kanchelskis just holds in that area. And if Everton do get the ball fairly comfortably, then there's going to be a lovely gap for them to play the ball into Kanchelskis if Lasso's wandered forward. So that'll be something to look for.
Heenan is looking for the ball. Backheeled it to Ripley. Shaw trying to get to the cross, but pushing as he did so.
Oh, Jackson did well. Defenders 9 out of 10 times will get the decision here, and Jackson just got his body in the way. He was making life awfully difficult for Alan Shearer. His intention was just to let it run. Shearer's intention was there for all to see. The ball at all costs, the inevitable free kick.
Matt Jackson has signed a new contract here at Everton after being on a week-to-week deal at the start of the season. Sherwood. Short and Watson could have got in each other's way then. Sherwood. Not the best service to Newell. He needed to hit it flatter and crisper. Stewart. No foul. Graham Stewart. No foul. Certainly was close. Stewart fouled Berg first up. Henry played the ball. And we go with Everton. Heenan. Ablett with a chance to venture forward. Everton trying to shed some of their second half caution with Limper, who's not what you call a cautious player. Ripley. Bohinen trying to orchestrate a recovery here. No flag. Shearer against Ablett. Only Newell in the penalty area for Blackburn at the moment. There'll be more to come. Blackburn have a corner. Joe Parkinson is defending with only one boot at the moment. Sherwood, right out. A thoughtful ball forward. Tailored to Kanchelskis. A test here for Lasso if Kanchelskis can keep it in, which he can't. Parkinson heads for the far touchline and some footwork.
I think that tells us of the dominance I think that Blackburn have enjoyed territorially, at least in this second half. Everton have defended deep and allowed the pressure to mount. I think hopeful that they can snatch a precious second goal.
But what work has there been for Neville Southall?
Very little, that's what I'm saying, Mark. They've dropped deep and they've said, you know, we're quite happy, but still Blackburn, although they've enjoyed good possession and good domination territorially, haven't really fashioned a great chance out in the match, and we've had almost 70 minutes. I mean, look at the possession. It's almost double.
Stewart shows fitness and the sharpness might have dropped with his absence from the side being put to the test, but Graham Stewart, who came up with an imaginative idea, was caught as he played the ball in behind Latrell. There.
He certainly did get caught. And I don't think, again, there was any real intent in calling Henry other than trying to win the ball. But if it's the left foot, which we think it is, it certainly looked like that was the one that he damaged in the first half. And it looks around about the same area. If that's the case, well, I'm glad it's not me.
Daniel Amakachi is limbering up. Good goal for him. Everton have a corner. Good challenge by Berg to stop Short getting in a header. Bohinen. Blackburn trying to break quickly. Everton streaming back. And it's far too long from Lars Bohinen.
His intention was looking for Shearer, you see at the bottom of the screen there. That was his intended target.
Several layers to be taken off before Amakachi is down to the right kit to enter the game. He's become a very popular personality here, Amakachi. Stewart leaves the game on a stretcher, as we all wonder whether his goal is going to turn out to be the winning goal. Shearer. Ebel has been everywhere. Player who some say has been at Everton for too long, but he needs a change to stimulate his career when the horn is available. Remember, he's suspended today. It's usually John Ebel who's the one who misses out, Joe Parkinson and Horn, the two main men in the centre midfield. The flag is up against Amakachi. But one thing you can say about John Ebel, when he's called upon, he gives 100%.
You know what you get. That's invaluable in a player.
Dealing with the bounce. Bohinen hit too hard, hit too straight.
Well, again, it just fizzles out in that very, very important area, probably the most important area on a football pitch, the attacking third. And you need a final pass of quality to at least fashion a chance for someone in your side.
Jackson. Amakachi. Wilkie has given Everton a corner. How invaluable a second goal would be for Everton here. Oh, but for Flowers, they would have got it.
Now that's a quality save. A real quality save. Well, he's earned his call on the goalkeeper. He went it at the near post and it drops down. Ablett thinks he's given his side the win. Swings the right foot at it. Point blank range. Right out's done his job. It's in the net, he thinks. No, it's not. That's a super save.
Still 16 minutes to go. Blackburn has taken 7 points from the last 9 available. 2 home wins and that late equaliser that I stress again from Alan Shearer at West Ham. Is there going to be a repeat performance from the Rovers here? Bohinen. Shearer. Sherwood wasn't very happy. He was knocked over off the ball by an Everton player defending deep, who was Paul Rideout. Tell you something about the nerves that the home side are feeling at the moment, and the importance of seeing it through here. Everton just getting it away from Batty. Amakachi. Everton's throw. Blackburn are fretting.
I think when you look at that, man, if it goes on target, Blackburn had won at the 45-minute mark. They've still got one after 75 minutes.
Yes, it was Boheenan's siding shot in the first half.
And I think that'll be the disappointing thing for Ray Harford. In a good 30 minutes of plenty of pressure, they haven't forced Neville Southall into a save in this second half yet.
Sherwood. After a lot of Ripley. Everett was there again when needed. To be fair to Stuart Ripley, he wasn't given the best chance of carrying it on for Blackburn then. Rousseau. Great leap by Watson. Goes out of Jackson. Blackburn in a hurry. Newell for Batty. Ripley supporting Shearer in the centre. Shearer. Kennett, who's been switched to the right since the substitution, losing out to Limpar. Anders Limpar takes Blackburn on. And McCatchy making a run through the middle. Bounces back Limpar's way, he was lucky. Blackburn have got a chance to get some shape to their defending. Everton still have the ball with Ablett.
That was a pity, it all came to nothing. It was a good break from Limpar, but I wasn't too sure whether he had the conviction to go on his own. He was always seemed to be looking for a pass.
Dropped behind short. Out past Newell. Half away by Ablett. Kennett. Boheenan. Even this early in the season, such has been Everton's slide, but this game is really all about the result. Sort of matches that last season, when Joe Royle arrived, they started winning, scrapping, succeeding, and ended with silverware in the FA Cup. Long throw from Gary Ablett. And McCarthy trying to reach it. Hendry did get there. It's a corner.
Well, he's looking for the free kick, but no chance of getting it, I'm afraid. This is a good throw. It really caused them problems. The ball bounces. The goalkeeper might have got there. If you're a centre-back, you can't take that chance. You just got to clear your lines and deal with the corner.
Jackson trying to flick it on. More live football from the FA Carling Premiership tomorrow night. Monday night football. Rob Hawthorne and the former Forest favourite Trevor Francis at the City Ground. Nottingham Forest so consistent against Wimbledon, who've got a different kind of consistency to try and get out of their systems. The consistency of losing all the time. Poor Joe Kinnear and company have been working hard, ready for tomorrow. And on Tuesday night, from the Scottish Premier Division, Motherwell against Hearts. of in the first half. We've seen very little of in the second. Kanchelskis gets the cross in. Too long for Amakachi. Bohinen.
Such as Everton's concerned, to protect what they have, Martin, in that attack, when Kanchelskis swung the cross in, I looked back, and Everton had 5 back against Shearer and Newell.
Watson wanted that.
There's only one winner there. You wouldn't have got a bet on that, and that was him.
Well, Ray Harford has had to look for a second substitution. Chris Sutton, who's been out of sorts. Talk of his discontent with his lot, having made such a spectacular start last year. That £5 million move from Norwich City. The goals have dried up. Sutton's lost his place in the side. Jackson. Kanchelskis calling for it. Beautifully fouled by Matt Jackson. Right out is there in Hitzberg. He'd looked a little deeper. Limpar was coming in from the left. Easy to say again from up here. Well, Blackburn realising that football folklore tells you shouldn't make a substitution when you're defending at a corner. Corner to be taken by Limpar. Everton have looked dangerous in the second half from set pieces. Watson going in. Kanchelskis hit it well. It didn't get very far. Ripley is responsible for that. Everett taking a ride. Colin Hendry on the ride out. Surely at the stage now when a second goal would settle it. And that's Kanchelskis going to come up with here. Blackburn have got everyone back. Jackson going in. Lasso's header. Then Sherwood's and batting. And Blackburn look to break. Limpar in the way. I think he moved very smartly to win it a second time. Still Blackburn didn't get very far. Kanchelskis. Well, we've got Everton nervous in front, Blackburn desperate behind. Amakachi! Flag is up. And it is Sutton for Newell. It's a swap we've seen several times this season. So the SAS are back in place for 7 minutes or so. Kenner. Knocked over by Limpar. Kanchelskis. Amakachi. Height of the ball was a problem for Hendry. Initially, I think he was hoping it would bounce up so he could head it back. Limpar. Opened up and over.
Well, it was a great running shot, but a big thank you would have gone to Daniel Amakachi, who really didn't give the ball up at all. He won it. He caused all sorts of problems. And when it breaks to Limpar, well, this is what he's all about. Running at people. Little trick here to open it onto his right side and off the top of the bar. I think the goalkeeper got a touch on it as well. That's what Limpar was asking for.
Amakachi. Parkinson. Quick
all right out there.
Well, I think he's a self-appointed midfield player at the moment. He's left Amokachi through the middle, and certainly the African is working as hard as two players. Sutton was not regarded as interfering with play. So Shearer was able to press on. Cleared by Watson. Bohinen. Into the last 5 minutes. Limpar. And heads right out again.
Where's the front man, he's saying? I've just played it.
Paul Rideout's had a very good year under Joe Royle, who seems to have understood him. We'll find out in a moment. He's had a very good match in the mind of Andy Gray. Andy, your man of the match today.
Well, it's not been a game, you mentioned it earlier, it's been full of great individual performances. I think the back four of Everton have been really solid in the second half, particularly the skipper, Dave Watson. And the lad you mentioned earlier, who I think from minute one to the 86th minute now we're approaching, has given everything, and a lot of it quality as well. And my Carling Premiership man of the match is John Ebro.
Yeah, it's an excellent choice. But still, a lot could happen in the last 4 minutes to interfere with the scoreline from Everton's point of view. They're playing in an attacking way within themselves. Blackburn understandably leaving a gap or two as they chase for an equaliser, without ever really looking as though they're going to get one. Sherwood. Batting. Sutton. Ripley. Sutton again. There just hasn't been real harmony in Blackburn in the attacking side of their game. Their Batty was impeded by Jackson then. The referee didn't see it that way. Hendry. Blackburn's ball. Hendry. Try and pump it in. They're pulling away again. Limpar. Only got Amokachi ahead of him. That won't worry Limpar, who backs his ability on the ball. He finds the one available striker, Kanchelskis. He was in a position to get to the ball. He didn't get there. It's a goal kick. And Flowers mindful of the lack of time available for Blackburn Rovers.
I think, to be totally honest, Blackburn haven't done enough. The team that's winning the match is a team that deserves to be winning the match.
There's been no long list of Neville Southall saves today. Amokachi. Kanchelskis. Jackson, right out this time, has decided to play as a striker again. He's still in the middle. Limpar, another Everton corner.
Well, he'll take that with 89 minutes on the clock. He'll just saunter over, take his time, Anders Limpar with this. No great rush.
Hamlet going towards The ball for a short corner. Craig Short has been sent up. Watson has stayed back. And as Limpar is decked, Blackburn concede a free kick. Everton edging towards the finishing line in the lead. Another corner. More frustration for Blackburn.
Yeah, this will do them. I'll be amazed if they toss anything aimlessly in there now.
Limpar. Ablett trying to run down the clock. And maybe more. And this kick by Ablett.
Pity. Worked it really well between them.
Kenner. Henningberg telling him to get it forward. There it goes. Berg himself on the ball. Lasso. Shearer nearly down for Ripley. But the odds look stacked against him. And no real belief that Blackburn would break through. That's been the story of the game. Berg pressed by Amakachi. Alan Wilkie rightly lets the game go on. He recognised the foul, recognised that Flowers was still in control of the ball. Shearer can't get there. Ablett gives it straight to Bohinen. Ripley. A chance for a cross here. An opportunity for Blackburn. And the break of the ball goes Everton's way. And again, as Everett gave it away and almost played a 1-2 off Bohinen. Berg. Here's Batty, who's never scored for Blackburn. Well, is the time for the corner to be taken. It rests with Ripley. Blackburn lining up on the edge of the area. They've not really made a chance in the game. And Colin Hendry, who's made some great late contributions for Blackburn in the past, not this time. Referee looks at his watch again. Sutton. Bohinen. Ripley is there. Everton backpedaling and worrying. Right out, takes it away from the goalkeeper.
He just won it out of there.
And Everton have cause to remember the 5th of November, because the winless run is over, to the relief of Joe Royle. It was very, very tense at the end. One goal was enough, but they deserved to win. And as Limpar played a part in it, so too did Andrei Kanchelskis. The scorer, Graham Stewart, didn't finish the game. But some of the tension which was returning to Joe Royle's team has undoubtedly been lifted here. No respite for Rovers, though. Another away defeat. Just 1 point out of 18 on their travels. It's a far cry from the standards they set on the road to the championship. And just 2 points now between the two clubs. Both in the lower half of the table still. Everton were 17th overnight. They move up 4 places. But what matters most of all, those much prized points. Everton have rediscovered the knack of winning again. Everton 1, Blackburn Rovers 0. Let's join Nick Collins.
Thanks, Martin. I've got John Ebrell and Dave Watson down here. John, very well done. How much of a battle was that?
Oh, it's always a battle against Blackburn. We knew what to expect. And after the disappointing result in midweek, the lads gave it everything. Enjoyed the game, and it was a good win for us, just what we needed.
Dave, how long did the second half feel?
It seemed to go on a bit. The first half we played really well, and the second half we couldn't get out to our half for long periods. But we hung on in there. We defended as well, right through the team, right from the front. And John was magnificent today. He's tackled all over the pitch, and he's won an awful lot of ball for us.
Been a bit elusive, this win, hasn't it? So how important is it going to be for you, do you think, getting the 3 points today?
It's very important. The league position shows what position we were in, obviously, and we need this desperately. There's a bit of a gap starting to appear, and hopefully this will bring a lot of confidence in the side, and we can go from strength to strength now.
John, was it starting to get like last season because you just couldn't get this win?
Yeah, I think so. I think, you know, the lads have seen the table and we are down there, and maybe that's just brought out a little bit of battling spirit that hasn't been there since the start of the season, and I think the crowd appreciated it today and deserved it.
Why do you think you haven't got the results that you did last year?
Well, we haven't been putting too many performances like we did, especially in the first half today. I think we just needed to get a little, maybe 10-15% out of each player that was out there, and I think we're starting to do that a bit more. You know, in the past 3 or 4 games, it's starting to come back, and as I say, hopefully we can build on this today.
All right. Well, listen, John, you've been named the Carling Man of the Match. Dave, perhaps you present the champagne to him. Well played today. Well done. Thought that second half felt like 75 minutes. Did it for you?
Well, I remember turning to Les Helm, the physio, with 2 minutes gone and saying how long to go. You tend to worry. At half-time, we should have been 3, maybe 4 in front. We were playing very well, very comfortable. And I saw a similar situation at Main Road yesterday where City should have been gone, and they ended up hanging on. You know, they end up very nervous. But it's only because of your position, you know, when you've been in a bad run. And in the end, I suppose we won probably more comfortably than I thought we did down there.
How much can this victory be a platform for you now, do you think?
Well, we've been turning. I think we've been turning for a number of weeks. We've been playing better. I thought we played some excellent stuff at times today. We're getting nearer to our strongest side. We've still got players to come, obviously. But I thought that everybody today gave us what they had. You know, that was a full team performance, if you like. And if we get that every week, we certainly won't go far wrong.
Do you feel that was more like the kind of performance that you were giving week in, week out last season?
I think so. We had a consistent level about us. And I could see it, actually. I had a good feeling when they went out. The little man returned to give us his genius, you know, little Anders. And he's had a great hand in the goal, a terrific pass. He's hit the bar. Well, a great save from the goalkeeper, which wasn't recognised, really. And he's always been dangerous throughout. Andre's getting fitter by the day, quicker by the day. There's another few yards to come from him yet. But, no, I mean, we're not... I don't think that we're a side that should be down there. Nevertheless, we are, and we've got to get away from it.
The man who scored your winner today, Graham Stewart, had to go off with an injury. What's the news on him?
He's got a badly bruised foot. He got a kick on it in the first half in a goal-mouth melee, and another one straight afterwards, really. So he's on crutches at the moment, but I don't think it'll be too serious. We'll have him X-ray precautionary, but I wouldn't think that he'll miss the golfing next week.
Do you step up the search for a striker, though, now?
We've never really stepped down or stepped up. We've been on the alert for a long time for players in a number of positions. But I think you saw today, Paul Rideout's worked tirelessly. Him and Graham Stewart are actually a good pair. That they suit each other, and that was why I went for that pair rather than Dan. And who knows, you know, if we set off on a run now, things change in football.
Joe, thanks very much indeed. Well done.